Bwega sana kare mulithire wa Meru TV tukoina mbere kwa twecho kagira kengo twina mbere kwa tukendelea kwaraniria na ikagito kala twina mbere kwa tukeragia mantu makoneni na kithomo mantu makona na uthomi na twecho nde tuntuche Jumatano twethagora tuli aho kuna Madam Faith twina mbere kwa tukeragia mantu mwanya twe kwa thakirira na kwali mantu mange kathomba tumara makaina mbere kwa mayo tethagia mutoreni mulithire Meru TV ko watania nati kumathino na rekankire twenacho mwanka turekere mubango wetu wa Meru TV. Karibu sana madam.
Thank you.
Bwega no tukinyaba ukinyemunde. Kele mulithire wa Meru TV kengo tukiambagiri bwega.
Bwega sana mutagerio Meru TV. Bwega no tuboto akanya kangi tuendelea gukurania na gucokaneria. Bwega no tubwa kwithirwa turi amwe rukirirwa narwe satili morning. Bwega no tubwa bare baturiere batutega bwega sana.
Bwega sana. Thank you. Bwega sana. Rukirwe munde madam denda twari mantu makona uthomi. Uthomi retu kwari uthomi ingwetia kuthoma ikukwari ikukwajire mbere ya mantu kinyabra mange munde. So tubatiri kwigwa maybe gatu rekana kinyaka turika na mantu makwigwa tukiro data gatu ambiri na uthomi kwina ntu mwanke munde tule batamba kwigwa bakirugure mabuku bamba kwigwa bakithoma tukimenya uthomi tuwirange no atwirire knowledge ile twendeni ya mabuku maybe tubatiri kwa tukiro data kengo tutigira ati culture no ya uthomi kana untwire bobo uthomi utina mbere kwa bweku ya nontu then tuone tento bezo tubakilongagera thimuni kwena uthomi kura kiniti tothombo aba mabuku antu bethe tubakirira maybe TV atwika mantu mari mabuku ni no to watch tu reacted nambi na mako tubati kwa tukiro thata utigira ati ontwire bobo kuthoma utina mbere kwa bweku ya
oni urampumba kwira mutegeri kuthoma is very important na aru tuteariria kuthoma menya tukara tukira antu ibathome na aru tuibera in fact ndenda kwariria kukuria mutegeri biuria nonto through kuthoma kwi mantu jetawa self mastery kusimenya uriwe na ntinda gukwira feminist unless antu bachierewe bebo you know understand who you are what you stand for ndiguru itegaruka na sometimes witano ndiguru is not a good thing ko unaandika aba kuthoma from other minds na mbira antu riro jukiri yukuamiria kuthoma ko interact kana ukwithiro wina time na very great minds nontu te antu babotho bandika mongo inyoko na muntu andikitega ku simple they have taken years to prepare alafu ibaije yani menya kuthoma ko gutuma muntu atimiza retana ino kuandika iretana ko unande mbere antu kuthoma is very important ndu ngenda umete Nairobi and I was very impressed ndona antu bakaringa 4 of the passages out of 10 ibare atomauku I felt so good nontu nande ndirerere antu because of the voices noises irendi gurune chukayaga kuwa karakondi uka interact na mind that is different from the normal things that we are hearing nontu nande twira to shape our imantu jara tuigagwa na antu bamenye mantu jare oeja gutugwa ku most of the time ja ku affect us so much in fact your life is determined by who you give your ear to kuna nde antu bamenye inyarira mwana eskuru wona their performance is determined by the very much they are using their ears kuna nde natu antu banene imbio tukuthikira kimitandao imbi tukuthikira woigwa antu bakiario rugurira TV jena aro tukarindi what are people talking about kuna ndi for you kwithirwa we sin wiji kwithirwa we soba tukayaga ukuna uchitane kuthoma na mantu jamwe as much as we talk about self care in fact reading is the best self care you can give to yourself ndaririo unkiariria ekurubada tukamata amirigo all the time na inya twaririe mwekurure orientorene na aro tikumba kuthoma na karaendi TV ni atuthikira ja naro kithomo kiria tukamuitana kikagupush monga next Wednesday kuna ndembere antu office ne nare antu bakarinde during tea time when you're not busy learn to read something. Menya the much you read, the much you expose your mind. Na still tuga kuthoma gutuma mind ya mtu ika open up. Ukoona the world of possibilities. Lakini rire okiri na mathina jaku menya wona the world is complicated. We are not living the same way. Na iro wona sometimes wera mind that is very poor. It is very dangerous. Lakini an enriched mind. Area na ikiri fertilizer na mauku. Nona mdu all the time akare soba. Soba ate, they know when to make decisions. They know how to make decisions. Na nduko ingi, I was listening at someone, another lady. She was talking about self-clarity.
Sorry.
Yani gusierewa, self-mastery. Gusierewa feminaso uninde o. What are my values? What do I stand for? What can I not do? What can I do? Yani ni extent iri ku feminasa tomba gweta. Inya push it wate. You know there are limits to this life. Nambira antu, the good thing you can do to yourself is to set boundaries. Be where you want to be. And ntukuunda thikirite that woman, I really learned so much. Nekyo nkwenda gucia naru na mutegerio Meru TV. Mwira kwe mbiuria tubatere ochiuria. Mwaka jogi progress kwe mantu zara tugiri tukwenda ku achieve. Na some of us we are getting overwhelmed. No tunandi we are done with March 20 April. Even the first thing you wrote you've not achieved. Na ndio kona jeka kwithro wina a balance, yani kwithro wina a vision of your life is not important. It is important not wera ukeja kujukia ngare kuna aru kambiria wetithio tije na ara wetite gokarunga ba. Because now you don't have a direction. Nandi life is like a car. If you take your vehicle, nuize nandi orambizire nandi Meru TV, I knew the road. Kwa nandi, that's how I've walked my life this morning. Na berianto, this life doesn't have a rehearsal. Paraba kiri nandi beterete wambirie biashara next year because you think the economy will be a bit better. Because you think the terms of doing business will be a bit better. Kabo kambiria that you can learn by mistake. Kenaradi next year you perfect. Berianto, there is no perfect time to start a better life. A better life starts now. Najiria ungukwera now, even me, I fight with the things I want to do now, and I'm not able to do. But now, the difference between maybe me and you is, you know, I still keep trying. I still keep trying. Nandi berianto kudoma, maukujara to kwiranto badome, maukuja discipline, maukuja leadership, especially anene betu. Please get books about leadership. Learn how to lead. You know, learn how to lead like someone who is offering services. Because leadership is about serving. We are not serving people. The people are supposed, the leaders, our leaders are supposed to serve us. Amen. So nande na mantujo ujonde jauma from self mastery. Oni feminas, I'm in charge of all morning programs. It's my responsibility in this studio. You have your guests. You know kwe uri orinda maisha jaku. Especially anabetu na until like the ones paradiri form 4, you know they are waiting to go here and there. Please mochiari. If your child is in the house, the only way you can control them is by buying them a book. You know, go to the library. If you can't afford those books that are there, Rumba yuku library. It is only 20 shillings. Rumba yuku wikiri mwano kunontu. You know some things, man tuja moto tumbo penetrate ke mind. Tana betu through conversations. But the more we involve them in different things, we are going to come up with an environment that is friendly. Okay, rona ndi mwano kuna akona ai mami na rande terega uku kana dad na rande terega uku kana ga uku ka dad ya tiga Monday morning na keza Friday. Aragere, if you get time, please read. You know, when a child is exposed to books, inye the roba tendete kudom in one way or another. Ba no ga idi mono ntu ichikono gianto. You know, you go through Facebook, you know, to the YouTube, you do your things. There's this moment you feel like, I can't take it anymore. So take a book. So when you start reading, will clock the mind. You know, then you start now absorbing the right things. There are some things you need to ask yourself. If we are going to redeem this reading culture in our society, reading culture imbi ikwethirwa muntu etithatha na gauku. You know, and I've seen a very big difference. Mparairia maisha jakwa nonto I am a testament of a book. Mbera anto nimbetite kuthire kigiru. The last exam I was doing in college, I read a book. Excuse me, your dreams are calling. And from that moment, the renewal of the mind, the mindset shift, it happened to me. And that is why I'm so passionate about giving a book to someone. Because I know muntu akeza keoniambira, me I can't afford this book and I want to read. Most of the time feminists, I give these books out. Because I'm not in the business to enrich myself. My passion is to enrich souls. No team nangi souls cheza enriched. No, if you have an issue, I cannot help you. But I know if you change your mindset, this is not an issue anymore. So if I give you a book and I see that interest, kuri antu vendete mauku obwega. Muntu akieja okuona too, they are interested in the books and they really want. Sometimes I give these books out. So please, ukeja kwethero we town. You're sitting in the shops, especially now to our businesses are. Tikana adimu.
Yes.
Go to the library. Tukiaka ukunyaga storybook. You know, uti yuku, rete yuku. Because tukiambiria, this book is written from a core. Muntu waandikite yukurere, they have been called to share this knowledge. And most of the knowledge is given by God. Utubako andika yuku from the Satan. No, mwanka withero, God is guiding you. God is guiding you. Na akiku unguide because there is a someone somewhere who will be changed by this book. Murungu ati tangu gichiodheri. Na is the moment we equip feminist andika yuku. Faith in work aridhoma one day. Na faith aridhoma something is supposed to change in a life. Kuna ndimbiri anto the books that are lying in the libraries. The books that you know, you go to neighbors, you buy yourself, the self-care things that we are buying, you know, buy yourself a book. You never regret. No, to inya when things are just so, you know, hard, when there is a lot of storms, you know, you bring your mind together. You open your mind to new possibilities. Then antubaraba dhoma. Urewe bukia aria mtu no kadhirirwa imantu. Waridia lakini, you know, you get to a point where you don't know what to say anymore. To those people who do communication, we know that is the worst thing that can happen to you. So you know you are increasing your contact. Kinyamuntu eja kurie kiuri nyamwana, even when you're talking to your children, you are having direction. Even when you're giving them advices, you're giving them advices from a point that has worked for you. Kuna ndimbere ashari, especially this time, our children are doing their exams. We wish them all the luck. They are coming home. Go to the library, enroll them to the library. It is only, in fact, for our children, is free of charge. Kuna ndimbere ashari, but be prepared. Wikiana kwa bojowe, it is only 3 weeks holiday. Ikaya mwana library ukamutiga no kamujukiyogoro. There's a place for her. Just give them something to eat. There's someone who attends children there. They are going to attend your kid. Rather than gweta mwana andukene.
Yes.
Ugakarande no otewi nyawo muitana. You know, we are not like uratona aindi bakidivya. Aindi, they start nurturing their children from the biblical views, the Quran. Kamba iria kuthomero kega kenke. You know kagakura. That is why you don't see them loiter. Because bakura na direction. Ukuona when they just grow kidogo wamepelekwa kwa biashara. And they are not there to just be spectators. They are there to get involved. Kuna ande atiari Africans batwi. Can we start involving our children? Na turogire ate we are not going to invest for our children anymore. Kuna ande mbere atiari but they've invested for us properties. You know, you've bought lands. And then when you live this life, in 1 week, kona mundazo wakuizo kwendwa. You know, you don't see where you are. But it happens. Why? Because you did not engage or involve your children. They did not see you swell for this property. Kuna kui muntu mouiga wakiuga kuringana na uria ndonere mzee agisweat kinyanga agabia kuria kamunda kandigite ate dikendia lakini nande if we are not even letting our children see us handling the hard moments the hard times you know tubaitana businesses can go down tubaitana things will not work all the time what do you do how do you pick yourself up kaprot kanda akaguragurire ate ndakagurire na roya na methodi na ndamu mwana rire aka understand you we are going to start valuing inheritance ikyo kuona na ndi musiari ari umo in 1 week into ibiambiririe kwendo why no the children are not interested they just want the cash flow kwa una ndi mbere achiari we are getting to an era where whatever we are leaving our children will not matter. What will matter is the cash flow. So if you have invested something for them, can you make it generate cash? And then they will have a way. They cannot sell that property, but let them receive the money that they need. And they should receive that money when it's necessary, not all the time. Kunandi things are changing, achiari, and the only things I know what I know is because I read. Ndimwona ndimenya muntu ona ai mwekuru na so much knowledge the only place you get knowledge is from the books I am a friend of books because I've made myself a friend to the authors those best authors I get to imagine what they were going through when they were writing a book then kadugania at what point okay enough is enough I'll start writing cool it is the same point you get and you resign that job and start your own things. You know, rather than you're there, you're not comfortable, you're not growing, you're just living in misery. So what are the things that we are allowing and tolerating in this life? Because you don't have an option. There are so many options. And the only way you get to know the options is through reading. Starting with the Bible, then other things will follow. No tutugire mantu zera zangi zonde zandikwa from the Bible. Kwa unade na Bible kegera ya kwa simplified as much as it can kenda kila mtu atera uge ate when you go there uti ntonere okumbereza you know it has been translated it has been written as stories you know nowadays there are cartoons you know kwa to tell that when excuse so now
we thank you very much nonto bauto inambra kwa twek ni uto mraithira Meru TV ko inambra kwa kirawa na ngwetia kwena mantu mengi sana mbaithani tunaunde ni mabuku na ibwe wakatweka muchore wa mabuku kengoka inambra kwa ukewata womebubunde na kinyana baba tubaye temeye chukuru chingwa tunambere kwa tuweka kipa base tiko banenkira maybe laptop dhimuna ukana batinda TV ni kuona sendema tutakojali mbio oba kuona nuntu kinya sendema ilichi ukuruka mwankaba kai kuona into bitabatiri kwa yuwa bikiona wa nguti ya Madam Faith maybe nigambe mudia tukirekeria
tukurekeria so fast but tiambere mutegeri uro tutegera few minutes if you're listening ngwitikia nguwa gandu kombo gutethia nkithiria nkuria atiri imbio kwenda maishene ugatura maisha utina direction ikaba inya wina direction ite clear but wina direction for example muntu akethira umete Tharaka akerwa Meru TV iri milimani at least in a direction na izi akeza mutindwa akinya mutindo you know ntikinya makuta you know there is that direction ni maisha jakari let us not live this life just for the sake no ndo the okeza kwelewa the much you have wasted the time you've wasted kuthithia mantu jarajo Kenya antu na dajati ugukenya wetikiria uthithirwa mantu jaria ukuthithirwa na jati ugukenya you know because someone else is comfortable but you're not mbere into this life there is no going and coming back uganande I have gone I will go back I'll rectify the time is now rectify the mistakes start living today no about tomorrow we don't know natuira wa the reason why graves are the richest places muntu noraya what is the richest place it is the grave nara to the great minds kwi mantu jamo murungu aringi ukonia who you would have become uga mwathani ndiukia kaire I'll go back and rectify myself but there is no second chance for that kuna ndiriria oria murungu why am I here? Onimbuga, I'm very happy when I'm talking to you. Because I know if I'm not preaching in a pulpit, this is my pulpit. This is where God has designed me to be. Nkaranding kwera 1, 2, 3. And you know, the good thing is, I tick. Nimekuwa obedient. Nimekuwa obedient. What are you ticking? Are you getting obedient to your callings? No, to sometimes we look for money, This money is just a medium of exchange. And the moment we realize that money is secondary, irio kona antu betiga gwita begera njara nderire antu ciuri mbie gutuma ogera njara karande tu ciurie imbie gutuma bitangi gera njara. And how do I get help? Na ndingithiriria kabisa mbere antu ciurie, why am I here? That is a very hard question. By the way, muntu igawo wakona like it's a very simple. Lakini okarande na yourself wambirio ciurie, for sure, why am I here? Then, when now you start getting revelation of the things you should be doing, maybe you're supposed to be taking care of some kids somewhere, maybe you're supposed to be building homes for some homeless, maybe you're supposed to be leading your people. Nambuga, you're just sitting somewhere, you're so desperate, oteraya. Then when you see what God has designed for you, you can have it. But when you don't allow yourself to see, you'll not have anything. Thank you.
Bwega sana. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. Bwega nontokinya bwa mirambo ya wume mingi sana ira winambere ko gitu nenkera muraithire umetu mingo itegia mubango we wetu no thia nambere kwegwa oge gutethagiria na njire mukanere ngi gwikanya muthia nambere ko ke wataga kuuma kire mubango we monga kinu kiu kenge kire mubango we wetu ni ko thambetane families wa Kimathi eka wethe twe watete na madam Faith wanja ora tukuinwe rukiriro ya muthi tinda bwega.
Ugeja kwithira no guchwa antu aega akurea agonywa ona kuthithiria michemanio ukabio na beyond Peaks Hotel na Nyuki. Peaks Hotel ni thagirwa iri na nyomba cia kurara na inthongi cia mithembe thatu: standard, superior na executive. Koroki kuri na nyomba cia michemanio ciomba kujuki kundi bianto magana jairi. Rooftop nayo ni thagirwa iri